Female athletes who sacrificed so much for their sport are being pushed out of athletics. Sadly, I have had to play my sport, volleyball, against a male. College recruiters were trying to evaluate my skills, but instead they watched this boy slam the ball in our face time and time again.
I was forced to compete against two biological males in track and field. I was kicked out of the 55-meter finals and qualifying for the New England meet by the two biological males, and I was forced into the sidelines.
I refuse to be the last generation of girls to experience equal opportunity, respect, fairness, and even safety in many sports.
Female athletes speaking out on the importance of protecting women's sports as House Republicans passed a bill to do just that.
Joining us now, one of the athletes you just heard from, a former track star who is suing Connecticut Interscholastic Athletic Conference over its trans athlete policy, Selina Soule, and Alliance Defending Freedom Senior Counsel, Jake Warner. Selina, thank you so much for being here. Your reaction to what the Republicans voted for today and the chance that your lawsuit, again, it's been shot down in lower courts, actually makes its way to the Supreme Court.
I am very encouraged that the House Republicans decided to take a stand and protect women's sports, and I will be forever grateful to them. And I am prepared to fight for this issue for as long as it takes.
Jake, talk to me about the case. Where's it at and what are the prospects for success?
The case right now is at the Second Circuit. Recently, the full Second Circuit said we want to hear this case again. So oral argument is going to be scheduled soon, and the Second Circuit will make a decision in Selina's case. But this federal bill really highlights an important national debate that's going on. It reaffirms Title IX protections for women and girls, ensuring that they will have equal opportunities in sports, because in the past few years, those opportunities have been taken away by males identifying as female.
It's astonishing, but today, not one single Democrat voted for this bill. Instead, they tore it apart. Listen to this.
A bill to ban some transgender kids from participating in sports. This is not where the American people are at. And this is a creepy bill.
And the extreme MAGA Republicans are trying to sensationalize an issue that doesn't really exist in the way that they are falsely portraying.
There's this creepy idea, I guess this bill is going to require genital inspections of children. I mean, this is outrageous. All children are the creation of God. It's not up to you to decide which children don't belong.
Selina, is this a problem that doesn't exist?
It certainly exists. I was forced to compete against two biological males all 4 years of high school. I raced against these athletes over a dozen times, and I was never close a single time. And it's extremely heartbreaking and demoralizing to hear that some out there do not hear our stories, do not care, and do not want to take the stand to ensure that women's sports stay as women's sports.
You know, Jake, I spent 9 years in Congress, and I was a Republican. I spent a lot of time hearing Democrats talk about how Republicans hate women, Republicans won't stand up for women. And this was a perfect opportunity for Democrats to stand up and go, I'm going to protect real women to compete in sports against other real women. And here, every single Democrat actually voted no.
It's truly disappointing. Title IX for over 50 years now has ensured equal opportunities and fair play for women in athletics. But in recent years, males have been competing and dominating in female sports, really jeopardizing their opportunities to win and to get equal opportunities as their male counterparts. And this federal bill that the House Republicans just passed, it goes a long way to ensuring fair play for everyone. And we hope that the bill moves forward. 21 states already have passed similar legislation ensuring fair play for women and girls.
Selina, what opportunities did you lose because you were forced to compete against biological men on a women's sports team in women's track and field?
There's no telling exactly what I lost out on by being eliminated from qualifying for further meets because the top two spots were taken by biological males. I was forced on the sidelines in my own event in the 55-meter dash at the New England regional meet, where I ended up receiving all New England honors in the 2 other events that I competed in. And I should have been at that race, should have been able to show off my skills to college scouts. But unfortunately, instead, 2 biological males were there instead of me.
Wouldn't it be a great compromise if we said, let's make a third category? If you're a boy that wants to be a girl or a girl that wants to be a boy, we'll make a category for you and you guys can compete against each other. But let's leave girls in their category, boys in their category, and not have this cross-pollination, which is really unfair for girls.
I'm not sure what exactly should be done, but what I do know is that we need to ensure that women's sports stay as women's sports.
I couldn't agree more, Selina. Thank you for joining us, and Jake, you as well. Keep up the fight. And listen, Selina, thank you for standing up and pushing back and letting your voice be heard for other girls out there who may not be as strong as you. We appreciate it. And I know so many girls out there appreciate you as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't know why this upsets me so much, because you have not one Democrat standing up for women. Not one of them. Not one of them. And they stand by and let these women's dreams, these girls' dreams, be shattered. And for what? And what was one of the Democrat congressmen, we didn't show him, said that the debate is traumatizing for trans kids. And that goes to your point. No debate, no dissent. Science is settled.
They also said this was extreme, to not let boys compete in girls' sports. I'm like, what has happened with this world where you're an extremist if you say girls should compete against girls? The country's lost its mind, or Democrats at least have lost their mind.
Sex is binary.